Alright, in this video we'll show you the initial setup of your Garmin Montana 600. When you first open up the box, you'll get a couple of items. First thing that you'll find is your AC wall charger, and with that you have a number of sockets. You'll get the North American socket. You also get the socket for France, the one for Australia, and the one for the UK. And you also get the USB connector right here, the lithium-ion battery, and finally the manual. And of course you get the unit itself. So let's do a little size comparison here between the Montana and the Oregon 450, for example. You can see there's quite a significant amount of size difference here. Let's use the map 62 as another comparison. You can see that there is quite a significant difference in size. In terms of buttons, we have the power button here. We have the dock power connector here. If you look at the back, we have a number of slots. For example, this flap here is our connector for the USB. We have another flap here for external antenna. And on the other side, we have a stereo headphone jack connector. And of course our battery pack opens up by doing a quarter turn here. Lift up the flap. You can see we have a slot for our micro SD memory chip for additional memory. The unit has 3.5 gigs of internal memory. And you can see here that we have a space for 3 AA batteries, and if we want to put our lithium-ion pack, we would orient it this way inside of it. So instead of plugging in the battery and waiting for this to charge up completely, let's put in some actual batteries right now. So let's do that. Press the button on. There we go. So here we go. We can choose our language. So let's choose English. And if this is the first time out of the box, obviously you probably want to get close to a window or outside so that we can actually get some satellites. So let's do that right now and come back after we get a signal. Show you the base map that's installed, so you can see you get your, unlike the Oregon or Dakota, you get your zoom buttons at the bottom. You can zoom in. So this is not the 650 or 650T, so in terms of base map you just got the usual standard Garmin one that's pretty bare. So here you get your menu item to set up map, restore defaults. Your arrow here to bring up the rest of your menu. You can go under setup probably and play around with the display, which will adjust your backlight, calibrate also the screen. You can probably want to play around with your units. If you're a metric statute kind of guy or girl, you can choose that. Also the position format, if you're a UTM person, this is where you go and adjust that, or NAD 83. You can play around with that. Get your geocaching, get your fitness. If you happen to have a Forerunner, you can, with a heart rate monitor, you can hook up to this, no problem. Other than that, you're pretty much all set up and to go.